Monday morning, everyone. I hope that you all had a fun and safe 4th of July holiday weekend. A lot of people getting back to work today. We're hoping to make it a better Monday. I'm Stacy Spivey here in studio. Megan Malaris is working from home and Ed Matthews out in the weather garden. We absolutely love doing this show every day right here on Facebook Live at 7:45 because it's our chance to be able to chat with you guys one-on-one. So keep weighing in. Tell us what your plans were on 4th of July and how everything went. But we want to start with the forecast because, Ed, it was a beautiful 4th of July holiday weekend.
Yeah, it really was, and it was hot the way we would expect it to be on the 4th of July. 94 there on Saturday and 91 yesterday. We're back to 90 today. Storm chance pretty low, only a 30% chance of an isolated afternoon storm. But as some deep layer moisture kind of sneaks in from the Gulf of Mexico, our chance of showers and storms on the increase tomorrow and Wednesday. Now, with the anticipated extra cloud cover, we're going to hold high temperatures into the mid-80s, but it's still going to be plenty muggy across the Piedmont. And then for Thursday, Friday, and for next weekend, only pop-up storms in the afternoon and early evening. And those temperatures will creep back up into the upper 80s. And by Saturday and Sunday, we're likely going to be back around the 90-degree mark.
And a holiday weekend in the middle of a pandemic. This morning, we want to know how you chose to celebrate this weekend and what did you notice from others? Maybe you saw people at large events, people at small gatherings, or people just staying home. Let us know right now in the comment section what you saw over the weekend. Even if you didn't get out anywhere, I'm sure that you may have seen something on social media. Megan, I'll start with you. What did you see?
Well, I didn't leave my neighborhood much. I forgot to mention on the Good Morning Show, I did go to brunch yesterday at a restaurant that I know has a large outdoor patio where the tables are spaced way more than 6 feet apart and where reservations are recommended. So I did do that, and I saw people taking the utmost precautions, wearing masks to and from their tables, wearing them when they weren't actively eating or drinking, and the waiters, of course, had them on, and the managers were asking people going inside the restaurant, do you have your mask, and asking them to put that on. So I thought that was very nice. Other than that, on the actual 4th, my son and I stayed home. We did not leave the neighborhood. We went for our usual walk. Just felt more comfortable doing that. My husband went fishing at a local lake and said that people were, at least on the water, taking precautions and spreading out. Unfortunately, though, I did see some pictures on social media of very large groups. Granted, I don't know if those people were families or close family friends, but I did seem to see people taking a little more lax precautions than I think they have been, maybe because of the 4th, or they're just tired of this pandemic. And I'm seeing folks weighing in on our WFMY live feed on the Facebook Live. Some folks, David saying he stayed home and had a family cookout. Kathy saying she was glad to see people out at the beaches having fun with their families. She said this is a reality you can't hide away. I did see pictures of very crowded beaches this weekend. Granted, though, I think video and pictures seem to look more crowded than the actual reality sometimes on the beaches where you can distance 6 feet apart. But Stace, what about you? What did you see? You said you went to a lake this weekend.
Yeah, we went to the lake for the day on Saturday, and it was a gorgeous day. I got a little sunburn if you can't tell on your screen. But the thing I did notice there were plenty of boats out, so people were out there enjoying their day. But I do appreciate that most people were in smaller groups. Even though the lake was crowded, it didn't seem like the boats were crowded or maybe the homes were crowded with tons of people. It seemed like everyone stayed in small groups, which made me feel more comfortable. And I don't blame the people for wanting to get out on the lake and enjoy their time, especially for the 4th. But good to see that people were not crowding the beaches at the lake or anything. But Ed, I'll go ahead and toss it to you to see what you saw. Maybe, since I know that you probably just hung out with family, but did you see anything on social media?
I did not. I had a very laid back but a very nice 4th of July weekend. Spent it with my family in Sanford, swimming in Mom's swimming pool. That's the reason I go see Mom, for cooking and for the pool. But really just a low-key 4th of July weekend. I did watch some of the festivities on TV. The Mount Rushmore special on Friday night was really nice. Just a beautiful scene up there in the mountains of South Dakota. But laid back and enjoying family.
Yeah, I think a lot of people stayed home, enjoyed their time with family. A lot of people weighing in on our Facebook page saying that, like Cynthia said, she stayed home, had quite a cookout. I'm sure that was great. Tammy said she stayed home to relax with the puppies, but didn't happen. For 4 days, a neighbor shot fireworks till 2 a.m. Oh no, Tammy. I think a lot of people understand the friends that we were with. It was just two friends of ours that we stayed with, and they have a dog, and their dog is just terrified of fireworks, and she would just crawl up in your lap and want you to hold her. So I completely understand that, but they were beautiful to look at. Did you, Megan, did you see any fireworks?
No, I heard them outside of my window, same as that viewer who just commented that she heard her neighbors shoot them off. So I'm waiting for an email from the HOA this morning asking who shot off fireworks. It was not us. And unfortunately, I could not see them from my window. I kind of had hoped to see some in the distance, of course, legal shows, but we know a lot of Triad cities had canceled them. Greensboro was one of them. So unfortunately, no fireworks for us this year.
Yeah, hopefully next year we can have those beautiful fireworks displays. We'll keep weighing in. Let us know what you did on your 4th of July weekend and maybe what you saw out there. But Megan, I'll let you take it away with the headlines.
Yeah, we have to get to some headlines, and sadly, we have some sad news to report this morning. An overnight shooting at a Motel 6 in Greensboro is now a murder investigation. Police say officers responded to the Motel 6 on South Elm Eugene Street late last night, and they found 47-year-old Suzanne Polastra shot and believe the shooter targeted her. Investigators say she went to the hospital where she died from her injuries. Greensboro police wants anyone with information. Perhaps you were at the hotel and saw something that could help. You can leave an anonymous tip on the Crime Stoppers line 336-373-1000. Winston-Salem police are investigating the death of a moped driver hit by multiple cars Sunday night. This happened on Old Blues Creek Road. Police say the moped driver was heading south on Old Blues Creek Road when another driver heading north turned left and hit the moped driver. The driver was lying in the road when two more cars also heading south then hit the person. This is the 7th traffic-related death in Winston-Salem this year.
And in national news, a family attorney confirmed that the human remains found last week near Fort Hood are those of missing soldier Vanessa Guillen. Last week, court records revealed specialist Aaron Robertson beat her to death at Fort Hood. His girlfriend, Cecily Aguilar, allegedly admitted to helping him hide the body. The Army says Robinson took his own life as officers tried to arrest him. The troubled Boeing 737 MAX jet is expected to start its next step towards returning to service. According to the Wall Street Journal, the operational readiness review will take place over the next several weeks. Pilots will test the plane's flight control system. Last week, Boeing completed 3 certification flights.
All right, well, Guilford County Schools is delaying the restart of its athletic year, delaying practices and some marching band practices as well to a later date. WFMY News 2's Candace Redd found out why and how these school districts are working to protect not only students but also staff.
Guilford County Schools is putting a hold on summer practice. Instead of restarting practice today as originally planned, the school district plans on picking up student activities on Monday, July 20th. Well, Guilford County Schools says the district remains strongly committed to our athletics, marching band, and other student activities and will restart these programs as soon as public health indicates it is safe to do so, end quote. The restart of summer practice depends on the school district's ability to secure needed protective equipment. Staff will also need to be trained on how to facilitate new health and safety requirements. But as of right now, the plan is to reopen only high school fall sports and marching band training in a modified format in about 2 weeks. Other sports and middle school athletics may be phased in at a later time. The district will be implementing new health and safety measures for students and staff. Before practice begins, students will be required to sign a health waiver, take a health screening, and take a temperature check each day. Other safety measures include no indoor activities, no spectators, no equipment sharing, and no more than 25 people gathered outside venues or areas. Students are also expected to wear a face mask or some sort of face cloth covering Again, this is while on campus, except during physical activities. Now, when it comes to staff members, all staff must wear a face mask at all times. But for more details on this story, all you have to do is visit our website. That's WFMYnews2.com.
All righty, one final check of your 7-day forecast. Temperatures approach 90 today. Storm chance really pretty low, basically just hot and dry. But that afternoon and evening storm chance will be on the increase a bit tomorrow and Wednesday, about a 50% chance of those. And the extra clouds going to hold the temperatures down a little bit. Into the mid 80s, but it'll still be very humid across the area. And then by Thursday, Friday, and the weekend, temperatures creep back up, but only those pop-up or very isolated storms by the end of the week and into next weekend. Right now, next weekend looking like yet another fantastic outdoor weekend with all those plans you're going to be making.
It definitely looks like a July forecast, Ed,
Yes.
with the scattered storms and those temperatures in the upper 80s. But hey, I love summer weather. I am all about it. What about you,
agree.
Megan? Are you happy with it?
Oh yeah, I love the heat. Not so much the humidity or the mosquitoes. I find myself itching this morning. Got so many mosquito bites. I don't know how, because I guess I was just outside watering the plants. But yeah, and I see this comment coming in from Kim on our Facebook Live feed. She said, I would like to see some rain in Madison. Ed, I have a question. We struggled to hit 90s for so long this year, and finally now that we hit July, we seem to have some consecutive days of 90s. I don't mind it. I got married in the heat of July 2 years ago. But is this pretty typical now for a summer-like pattern for the Triad?
Oh yeah, we're in full force. It's taken a long time for our first 90-degree day, and of course it happened on the first day of July. And if you look at our climate normals, our normal high and our normal low, our normal high is 88 and our normal low is 69. That's the highest they go in the summer, and they'll hold there for a couple of weeks this month and then start to creep back down. So basically what we're saying, normally we would have the hottest weather of the season right now, and we've been having some of that. It'll be interesting to see how things fare for the rest of July and on into August and September. I know last year we had 90-degree days well into October. So with a little late start on the 90-degree days this year, it'll be interesting to see how late we go with hot weather here in the Piedmont.
Well, as we talk about hot weather, don't forget to drink plenty of fluids, drink a lot of water. Also check on your plants and your pets and your elderly family members to make sure that we're all staying safe during this heat, during a pandemic as well. But we love having you chat with us during After GMS. We'll be right back here tomorrow morning at 7:45 for more social conversations and headlines and, of course, weather. But we hope that you have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow.